It is a beautiful Sunday evening, and I want to show you how I've been pulling the leaves off of the flower beds. Using the leaves that we have from the fall cover-up, tucking them in for the winter, to actually be a mulch, which has been just wonderful. Let's get oriented here. We've got a lot of awesome perennials that are coming up, and they're getting their legs beneath them and starting to really pop up out of the ground. We've had such a lovely warm spring with really nice pops of rain in Minnesota's zone 4B here, including our amazing peonies. Look at this, is Grandma's peony. Isn't that gorgeous? And then all the other ones in here. Our evergreen we planted last fall is looking great. So many plants are coming back and just looking terrific, including these royal poppies. I just am so excited. I love how the garden is coming back full force here. And as I pulled off the leaves, instead of getting rid of them or tilling them into the gardens, the larger annual gardens, which we can, it adds nutrients, it's a great way to use that. I got some inspiration from a couple garden friends. Gosh, why don't you just leave it on the mulch? Because we always apply wood mulch, and I just hadn't thought of that. I feel kind of silly for not thinking of it. So literally, these leaves that were covering everything up in the fall and over the winter, I'm just using them as mulch, and it's terrific. I really love the look of it aesthetically, in addition to the fact that it's providing a purpose. So it has turned the beds visually a little bit more of a light brown instead of that really dark black mulch that we kind of had here. I like it. I think it's a little bit more natural. In this bed, I didn't get as much leaf volume as I'd hoped for. You could still see some of that black here on the edge, and that's just fine. I'm not going to be fussy. I also have a ton of weeds. You can see there's a ton of tree weeds here going on. So I have a lot of weeding to do to get everything cleaned up. I wanted to share this because it felt like an aha for me. And maybe it would help others to go, gosh, wow, I could reuse that resource. I don't have to go out and buy tons and tons of bags of wood mulch all the time. I mean, yes, in spots I'll probably want to touch up. But look at all this leaf mass here. And it looks really good. And the other cool thing that I'm really liking about it is putting it along the edges of the beds to give a little bit more protection from that natural grass wanting to bleed over and, you know, start to populate the weeds here. You can see this is a really weedy edge, so I've got some work to do. Putting this leaf layer down on the edge really helps with that weed prevention. Oh my gosh, you guys, the little bunnies, we have little cottontail bunnies that have a nest I found out here when I was uncovering the mums and the foxglove. And I thought they left the nest because I see a little hole with fur tufts everywhere. And they're only 2 feet away. I can see them. They're out, kind of hidden underneath some mums. Check this out. Aren't they cute? Oh, for precious. You can see they're just sitting there. Like their little heartbeats are moving the mum a tiny bit. Oh my gosh, they're just so cute. I don't want to startle them. Do you see their ears? That scared the crap out of me. You guys, look at this. This one is right here. He was right next to my foot. I almost stepped on him. Oh, he's really tame. I think I heard somewhere that they don't learn to be scared of humans when they're little babies. Look at him. Isn't he cute? Oh, wow. He just kind of scared me. I was like, whoa, you're right here. Oh, they are just so fun. So that's the nest there that I was just showing you. And here he is hanging out in the front. What's up, dude? Yes, rabbits are a menace when you're a gardener, but I will never stop thinking they are adorable. And I feel the same way about deer. Like, they're just beautiful creatures.
Hi there, little dude. How's it going? Hi, baby. Hi.
Well, that distracted me a lot. I am so easily entertained. That was fun. Okay, so then over here in this area, we've got a whole mess of like hollyhocks and phlox and lupine going on. So it's very scattered because this is how they have naturally kind of spit out and reproduced. So I've got some organizing to do. You can see there's some right on the edge here, which doesn't fit a design. But I am so grateful that I have babies and that they are doing well and they are coming back every year, and it's just going really great. Same here with the lilies, and then I got hollyhocks there. Actually, after restoring these beds 4 years ago now, it just feels like such a blessing to have this ample supply of plants coming in that I can repurpose, because we've put all this work into it and now it's really paying off. Look at the rose circle garden. Again, the same story, lots of weeds. And one reason I haven't got after the weeding, besides the fact that we're crazy busy right now and this is not a top priority, I like to let the weeds actually wait, which sounds weird, but a lot of times in the spring, you don't know what's a weed and what isn't. Like, your familiarity of like how a leaf looks, how a stem looks, is that a real legit perennial or not? I actually like to give it a little bit of time so I can very confidently identify something before I yank it out. So I'm okay with that. It's making me feel a little anxious, but I'm okay with it. And then the roses are looking awesome. And then every year I add on roses so that this whole circle eventually will be a rose garden. Wow, the creeping Jenny is looking fabulous. Look at that. Those are going to be great for containers and other landscape areas I want to move them to. And again, you can see all of this brown on the ground. It used to be black mulch. This is all the leaves that I pulled off and I just rearranged as mulch, and I'm really happy. I think it looks gorgeous. It's very uniform and it's serving that purpose. Oh, look at beautiful irises about to bloom. Yarrow stand is looking fantastic. Oh, and I love the daffodils. Check out this old John Deere, I think it's a tiller. I think it's a tiller, or cultivator tiller. Such a cool antique. And frankly, I could probably still use it. I mean, everything is solid. It's very well built. The wood is just a little weathered. It is such a cool piece. And I love how it's adding some nice visual interest in the center here before I get something that's even taller in the middle. I haven't decided yet where we're going to put there. It feels design-wise like a really nice balance along with everything else in this area. Blocks will get tall here and they'll kind of integrate with that antique piece so that there's some nice height cascading down visually. I'm getting bit up by mosquitoes. Jeez Louise. The last thing I want to show you before I go in is how the perennial beds are shaping up by the barn. So here by the Dutch door, I had always wanted to have a lot of bee balm in here, and they have just spread like crazy. And I'm so happy. I mean, look at the stand here. This had just been a couple plants 2 years ago. And now it's just thick. Same here. These are all bee balm. All bee balm. And then I got another one of those John Deere antique tillers here. My hubby found them on Marketplace. Gotta love Marketplace. And they are just so cool. So I really like that with the wagon wheels. And again, I pulled the leaf cover back. I raked through all this. So some of the plants are a little stressed because I raked through them, but it will be fine. They will bounce back. It's healthy to move all the leaves around and pull everything up and tussle it up. And then I put a chunk of it along the edge here. So just like the other beds, I've got some nice leaf mulch to start, and then I'll continue on with weeding because it is a mess. This is not perfect, it's not crisp, but it is a good start. It feels good to me.